Fulanis and Hausas are not the same. The uniting factor is Islam, but if you look at how empires were built in the world, you can find a lot of injustices that has happened, and then it, it's very difficult to reverse it. For example, before the Usman Dan Fodio jihad, the Fulanis coming to Nigeria, going into Hausa land, were paying something called jangali. Jangali is like a tax, so they impose a high tax. So the Fulanis are angry that the houses are collecting a lot of tax from them when they go to the market to sell their cows. So Usman Dan Fodio, being an Islamic cleric, he capitalized on their anger and amplified it, and then he used it against the houses. And then obviously houses have their own pagan religion, and mixing it with some Islamic concepts, not actually Islam. So he uses Islam as an excuse and then harness the anger of the Fulanis to launch a jihad against the Hausa kingdoms. But as at that time, the Hausa kingdom is not united. So if the Fulanis under Usman Dan Fodio attacked Zamfara, the Kano kingdom will be laughing like, look at these people, they have been attacked by Usman Dan Fodio, the tiny minority Fulanis. They didn't unite to come together to fight the Fulanis. So the Fulanis keep on taking down the Hausa kingdom one after the other because the Hausas are not united. And at every point, when they have come out victorious, they install a Fulani as a leader, not a Hausa person. But majority of the people there are the Hausas. Just like after the death of Prophet Muhammad, the Arabs were the minorities in the whole Islamic empire. The Muslims are the very, very, very minorities. But the empire is not called the Arab Empire, it's called the Muslim Empire. I just don't know where that name comes from. And then the concept Hausa-Fulani, I think, is a political ploy used to justify that all northern Nigeria is about Hausa and the Fulanis, and they are the majority. And if they decide to call the shot on who becomes what in Nigeria, they have that ability. But something curious here is like, the Fulanis are not up to 7% population of Nigeria. If you look at it, how did they manage to infiltrate all government parastatal and even become president of that country for several times, like Muhammadu Buhari twice, and Shehu Usman Ali Shagari and the like of them? They become president and they are just 6%. How did it manage to fool all the other states and the other people in the country? I don't think this is a coincidence. I think this politics has to do with, they cannot do it alone, obviously. It's not like just saying, like, the Fulanis are the new Jews in Nigeria. They are minorities, but as a conspiracy theories will have it, like the Jews control the world. So the Fulanis control Nigeria despite being less than 6%, I mean less than 7% population of the country. And out of those 7%, even if it is 7%, more than half of them are in the villages. Those that are educated and are settled are less than maybe 3 or 2.5%. 2.5% that are settled and are educated. So most of them are in the villages. And then talking about their citizenship, yes, if you believe in the theory of evolution, I don't think you think the Yorubas evolved in Yoruba land, Igbos evolved in Igbo land. Every tribe must have come from somewhere else. The only difference is that the Igbos come to the part now called Nigeria maybe 400 years before the Fulanis came. So they may claim that this is our land, it is not your land. And again, I believe none of the panelists here make a conscious decision to choose which tribe he will be born into. We all happen to find ourselves where we are. For example, I am Fulani. I have no choice in becoming a Fulani. I don't have a choice in choosing who my parents should be, where I will be born, and which language and which religion my parent will be practicing. I don't have that choice.
See, what a lot of Nigerians don't know is Hausa and Fulani are two completely different people. We have different we're not the same. Even genetically, Hausas are more closer related to Igbos than they are to Fulani. Fulani is literally like Hausa and Fulani. We need to have a public divorce, because you see the shit that's going on. Fulani is every problem that everyone has in northern Nigeria with the north. It's with Fulani. But there is a small group who infiltrated the Hausas. I am Hausa, he's Fulani. We don't speak the same language. The only thing we have in common is Islam. These people originally, Nigerian Fulanis originally, you look at them, they're not even from Nigeria, right? Okay, let's give it, they've come to Nigeria, they're now Nigerian, fuck it. They live in the north, fuck it. We're not the same people. Hausa Fulani is the same thing as saying Igbo Ibibio or Yoruba Irobo. We are literally not the same. And Hausas, unless we come out and start disowning these people, everyone in Nigeria is going to hate us. Because anyone that's watching, do you know what's going on? So, Fulani herdsmen, they're a group of people in Nigeria. His people, Fulanis, they're herdsmen. They're lawless in Nigeria. They have guns. They're the only people in Nigeria who are allowed to carry guns. They have guns. They walk around all of Nigeria. They'll go to anywhere. They'll go into anyone's farm and they'll let loose their sheep on their cows on the farms, right? If the owners of the farm try to fight back, and the government does nothing, because the Fulanis are a very powerful, tiny minority in Nigeria. But they hide under now, I'm Hausa, we're a majority in Nigeria. The Fulanis now see themselves they hide as a subgroup under Hausas. So they now use they fooled Hausas into thinking that we are not one. This dude, you need to stop this fucking shit you're doing. This is bullshit. We are collateral damage. Hausas are just there needs to be publicly, Hausas need to start coming out publicly and disowning Fulanis. We have nothing to do with these people. This is outrageous. We have lived in peace with every tribe in Nigeria for as long as that land has existed. The moment the Fulanis came in, every issue everyone has in Nigeria is with Fulani. But Hausas, for some reason, we keep going down as collateral damage just because we are attached to these people. This is outrageous, man. This is fucking insane. Like, his argument now is saying that, like, the Fulanis, right? Right now in Nigeria, they went to a group of them, and they've killed almost 20 people on a farm because the people fought back. They did not want their crops eaten. That's a problem in Nigeria right now. This man's argument is, okay, so my people came into your town and killed your people, but what reputation do your people have globally? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What the fuck does that have to do with anyone knows this? Yeah, these are the type of people we need to be beaten in. You know, I take that back. We don't need to be beating people like that.
Fulanis, they do not come to a place with the aim of living among those people peacefully. They come with the aim of conquering them and lording over them. Because if you read the history of the Fulanis, not only in Nigeria, in anywhere they found themselves, that's why the Ghanaians never gave them that chance to operate. They are in Ghana, but you don't hear them in Ghana. They hold no position in Ghana. Even if some Ghanaians are Muslims, they don't allow them because of this past history that people know. Now, the Fulanis are one. Whether in Mali, in Guinea, whether in Senegal, whether in Nigeria, Fulani is Fulani, just like Igbo is Igbo. Now, in the issue of Nigeria, the Fulanis want to take over the indigenous people's land because the Fulanis in Nigeria migrated from the Sahel. They were not indigenous to the land called Nigeria. And as they have come here, they conquered the... Hold on. As they have come to the north, the Fulanis, through jihad, war, what they call the Holy War, conquered the Hausas. It is not about the number. You can be 10 people. When you conquer 2,000 people, you lord over them. That is the essence of war. I must not share the same population with you in order to lord over you. Once there is a war, if I am 3 and you are 20, and the 3 conquer the 20 becomes a slave under the 3. So they have the Fulanis have few numbers, but they conquered the Hausas and took over their kingdoms, made their people emirs. How many Hausas are emirs in the north? There is none. If my memory can serve me better, how many Hausas are governors in the north? Tell us. So the mission of Fulani, nobody wants to kill Fulanis or drive Fulanis away from Nigeria. Fulanis should stop killing Nigerians. Fulanis should stop invading people's territory and kill them and destroy their farms. And the leaders of the Fulanis in the north or the Muslim world are not standing up to condemn this atrocity. It's unbearable.
I'm a Muslim from the southern part of Nigeria. The issue of herdsmen in Nigeria is a big problem to minority in the south. Because a lot of people are actually ignorant of what is going on, even though they see that Fulani herdsmen have actually slaughtered people more in states like Zamfara, Katsina, Benue that are populated by Muslims. So the theory, most people in the south, especially the Christian folks, they have this belief that these Fulani people, they are out to Islamize Nigeria. I have educated some of them. I mean, they will believe what they want to believe, right? But it's a very troubling problem. Me and you know that the Fulani, I need you to listen to this because your last speaker was so ignorant about this topic. Me and you know the Fulani is describing that live in the bush. These people don't care about religion. He's going to attest to that. They don't have business with religion. Rudolph, you are a journalist. I'm sure you have people in the north. I need you to verify this information. Okay, now here is my question to you. Growing up, I know lots of Fulani. We used to go to the farm. When we see Fulani in the farm, we are happy. They were very friendly. They give you animals. They give you fruit. They were so nice. Even when everywhere is quiet, they were so friendly. What is going on now? What is the mission of this? Are they the same Fulani from Nigeria or they are Fulani from the West African region? The other thing is, what is their interest in Nigeria? What are they trying to achieve in going to almost every state now? Just go to farm, slaughter people. What is it?
Because I found out that the anger of most Nigerians, and including it's also my anger, is that why this, this devastation has been going on in Nigeria for a couple of years now. That you have Marudin, Fulani people or Fulani people that some of them, like, for most of them, I don't know. Actually, I don't have statistics, so let me not say. But we know that some of them are foreign Fulanis. People who are not ethnic. Nigerians. Why do we have all this devastation there? Like in Kaduna, some other state in Niger, Benue, and some other Middle Belt states. And when there's an issue between herdsmen and the communities, and people speak up and say things. You see Mietiala or organization like that. Why is it that you don't see Fulani people in Nigeria, the elites, come out and come against like this is wrong. This thing you guys are doing. Benue State, people are living in ID camp. They are not. It's not like Benue people fighting with one ethnic group in Benue fighting with one other ethnic group. Just the Marodi Fulani, they came to town and dispossessed people of their land. And from all the conversation I don't see any Fulani elite in Nigeria, like somebody like El Rufai or Atiku Abubakar. They say this is wrong. This should not be happening. Let us find a solution. Even El Rufai went and negotiated with some, I believe, or something like that. And also, I think the governor of Niger State, I think he's been doing the same thing, negotiating. Why can't we just deal with this issue?
So the Hausa being the majority at that time, the spoken language, it has already established commercial and trade with community and all that. So there is no need, even though you conquer them, there is no need starting afresh again. Just like the way America did, even though after they collect the colonies get their freedom, there's no need of changing the already existing language, because British, as at that time, they pretty much developed more half of the planet. So they've already established network of business and all that via that English language. So that's why the Hausa language is still being spoken. There's no need to change it because of that economic viability. But why they are still ruling, it is the idea that is powering them. And if you listen to the Biafran angle, critically, that is their fear. If you can conquer the Hausas, even before the arrivals of the British people, then what is next? And we are not in a position to be empowered to change a lot of things. You conquer that angle, you are empowered for the other, then it's only a matter of time before we too will be conquered.
Hello my people, now welcome back. So this thing na laughing matter, be say person go feel laugh oh. This matter wey be say na just see am, so na see the way im be now. So Hausa dey drag for Igbo, Fulani dey drag for Igbo. So you don't even know the people wey be say they be Igbo, they be part of Igbo again, because if you look at the first Fulani wey talk, him talk am say him is part of, they are close to Igbo than Hausa. The other Hausa guy that talk say that okay, they are close to Igbo than Fulani. So all this thing is confusing. It's confusing us. So we don't even know what to say about this their matter. But the only thing that I have to say about this Fulani henchmen is for them to go, because Fulanis are always the same. Even as the first Fulani guy that talking in the video, where is there talking as if he is a better person. He's not a better person. They should just leave this country called Nigeria. For the betterment of this country, we need them to leave now. We need them to leave now. If they like me, they say they belong to Igbo. If they like me, they say they belong to Yoruba. What we need for them to do now is to pack their load and leave this country. They are the problem that we have in this country. You already hear me now. If you get anything website you want to talk about this matter, I beg you can drop one for inside comment section. And also, if this is your first time here, please like our video, share and subscribe. Thank you.